Hello. Hello, everyone. We're very happy to be here today to talk a little bit about what Hack the Box does, first of all, for the first minute. And second, how we shape the cybersecurity industry and how we actually now benchmark agents, agentic and generative AI agents on the cybersecurity, why we do it. And my dear colleague Pavlos here will share some results of the recent CTF we did, Capture the Flag, also known as a little bit of a hackathon, but for cybersecurity. So, just a little bit about me. I'm with Hack the Box since the very, very beginning of the project. We started as a project in 2017. I started in Hack the Box in 2019. I'm currently serving as the COO, Chief Operating Officer and Board Member of Hack the Box. I say always I'm a proud member of Hack the Box because at the beginning you had to hack your way in at Hack the Box, and that's why I'm proud of it. I love traveling, playing, watching, betting on football, and watches. So, as I said, Hack the Box started in 2017 as a community project. Practically what we do, we teach you how to hack so you do not get hacked when you prepare or when you build your own systems. We give you hands-on training labs to get trained on the latest cybersecurity techniques, trends, mechanisms, and so on. 2019, we established the company. We got a few series of funding, and today we grew from practically 0 to 4 million users around the globe. We serve more than 800 organizations, universities, government agencies. We provide actually training programs and solutions for users, teams, larger teams, enterprise teams, and so on. One of the core beauties and innovation of Hack the Box is that we release content practically every week. And the beauty of it is that the content comes from our own community. So our own community submits, validates, verifies the freshness of the content. And as I said, we are very proud to be community inspired because through community we get validation of what we do and we give back to the enterprise and the government agencies the latest and greatest cybersecurity content. So, up until, I would say, 2023, we were human-focused, and we used to train humans. But because companies have to change, and because strategies have to change, we changed a little bit. We didn't pivot, we changed a little bit in not training only humans, but also training AI. Obviously, it's a big trend, and obviously we had to ride the wave. How we approach it? We approach it in a few different pillars, but today we're going to focus in one of them, which is the benchmarking. Because like we benchmark and like we have a leaderboard for humans, we have to have it for agents. One of the first initiatives we did, and I'm very proud to say that we were one of the first companies in the world who did it, was practically to benchmark the agents through a CTF. And Pavlos will share some interesting results today, and they are indeed interesting, about what we did in the CTF and what was the outcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nico. Greetings, everyone. Kalimera. I'm Pavlos, Kolios, Staff Product Manager at Hack the Box. In such a conference, I couldn't resist from creating the South Park versions of ourselves, the mustache, yeah. So I've been 9 years into the offensive cybersecurity field. I was a red teamer, or in simple terms, an ethical hacker. And now I lead the product function of the CTF platform, standing as Capture the Flag, which is a hacking competition where players solve challenges in order to gain points. And at Hack the Box, in order to reach those numbers that Nico showcased, from 0 to hero, from 0 users to 4 million users online, we had some strong fundamentals when it comes to product development. And the core value of it was to have proper user experience for our users. So the goal is for every user to be able to access our infrastructure and content directly within their workstations without the need to download or install anything. And frankly speaking, for the past years, I was really confident that I was building products for the hottest trend out there, cybersecurity. But guess what? AI came, and to be frank, AI was there since ages. It was the wide adoption of LLMs that really shocked the world and changed the way we design and deliver our products. And actually, it came at a time when the cyber risk online is higher than ever. We see nation states attacking each other. We see ransomware deployed everywhere, and also artificial intelligence assisted on these attacks, especially through the surge of social engineering campaigns. In terms of adoption, what we see, approximately half of our user base is using actively AI to solve our content. This originates from our annual business reporting about benchmarking organizations. This happened in July. I'm pretty sure that if we asked the same question today, it would be much, much higher. And this is when we actually came into a dilemma. Should we demonize the usage of AI, or should we embrace the change? Why demonize? Because we couldn't understand whether users are using AI in order to solve our content or to upskill themselves. And I mean, it's pretty easy to answer this question because we took a step back. We've seen how the market works, and every professional has Slack or Teams on one tab, and on another it's GPT or Claude, and the same also happens with cybersecurity. And of course, this is when we actually switched our vision from just upskilling individuals to augmenting their capabilities. And at Hack the Box, we really love experimentation. So first, we thought that, okay, we are doing competitions for humans. Why not do the same for AI? So we actually brought together humans solving our content and AI teams, models that have been used in order to compare how they do against our content. So we created a CTF with a really fancy name, AI versus human. We added 20 challenges. It lasted 2 days. Most challenges were leaning towards very easy stuff and easy. We attracted 500 participants, creating 400 teams approximately. And also we had 8 AI teams. Imagine that the communication with the platform from the AI perspective was based on giving away our API documentation. So all the integration that happened with our platform was entirely manually created by the AI teams. Now, results were really interesting. The top human teams actually solved everything, which is expected, of course. But the AI team, the best one, solved 19 out of 20, mostly struggling extracting visual indicators like identifying images from the challenges. Great insight is that even though they struggled at first, they really picked up the pace, and the top AI teams are as fast as the top human teams. And of course, we wanted to capitalize on the success. We wanted to make it even larger, better. So we started thinking, how are we able to do this? First of all, we wanted to go loud. We wanted to attract the best logos on the market. And of course, create an ease of integration. And this is when Model Context Protocol came, or MCP. Maybe I can see some raised hands. How many of you do know about MCP? Okay, great. So MCP is a protocol created by Anthropic. I'm not going to get into really technical details, but the issue that it's solving is mostly how agents communicate with agents and how agents communicate with a platform. I really like this analogy, and I really like this image. This is from Gemini, just created yesterday. It became really good. So in a nutshell, we all know about those mobile manufacturers who don't want to provide a common protocol across power. So we had different power cables, And when USB-C came, we could easily integrate with the same devices with just a single adapter. So imagine that this is MCP, but for agent communication. If Google wants to create an integration for Google Drive, they don't create one integration for Claude, one for GPT. They just create an MCP server, and everyone adapts through that. And at Hack the Box, we really believe that API, of course, is here to stay, but it's mostly built for developers, while MCP is mostly built for agents. And as we love experiments, we are here today mostly to discuss what happened during the past days. On Thursday, last Thursday started the Neurogrid CTF, which is the new competition that we run especially for AI teams. We attracted 150 teams. Imagine that the adoption rate is great from 8 to 150. We had only MCP available, so users could not join through the user interface, but through their MCP integrations. We are on a safe spot saying that AI did not solve everything. The first team solved 41 out of 45 challenges. Interesting insight is that we created content especially for this event, so we didn't have any bias. The models didn't solve anything in the past, so it was first time seen content. And we had categories from web, digital forensics, binary exploitation, and even AI. And you heard it right, we had models hacking other models. Also, we had the support from big logos, such as Anthropic, Mistral, and other respected supporters. And the event ended just today at 3 a.m. What happens now? A new competition starts at 3 p.m. More than happy if you would like to join. This is for humans. And the goal there is, of course, to understand where AI stands against humans and compare the results. Here you see the winners, 41 for the first, 39 and 35 for the second and third. And this is how the scoreboard actually was envisioned throughout the process. Models did really well at first, but they struggled later on. The challenges that were not solved were the hard ones on the forensics category, which is the defensive element, blockchain and binary exploitation. And we mostly saw manual integrations using Node, Python, and models such as Claude and Cursor. And even though we are full advocates of creating the best user experience for humans, as Nikos said, we now also serve models and agents. And agents don't care about how the UI works, don't care about the visual designs, don't care about the user experience, but they do care about data, good quality data, telemetry to gain direct feedback, and access to proper tooling such as MCP and API documentation, and of course, content. And in the past, we managed to challenge millions of users to go beyond their boundaries, and we want to do the same, and we do it today, but with AI. And for this reason, we also have a new product called AI HTTP Range that especially does that, benchmarking and evaluating models online, allowing them to minimize the success or failure, whether they had good or bad luck. They have access to proper frameworks, techniques, vulnerabilities, real-time information through providing them new content every week. Never seen the past content to avoid bias and overfitting, of course. And in the end, provide all the proper toolings for them to see why, when, and what they solved. And a sneak peek on the future, Gartner showcases that we're going to see a rise from 5% to 70% on the adoption of defensive agents. Imagine that we don't only have agents that attack, but also the ones that defend. Mostly augmenting and not replacing. We don't know what that is, but we're going to see. And Palo Alto states that by 2026, we're going to have the first automated attacks against networks. And this, of course, is going to change a lot how the cyber landscape works. The bad news is that the future is already here. It's been approximately 10 days when Anthropic actually released their latest report, where they showcase how Claude has actively been used in the wild by human operators from a specific nation state of the East to hack, penetrate within corporate networks across different verticals, federal, government, health sector. And how this happened, these agents communicated with each other with the power of MCP, and it was human operators that the agents reported back, and the human operators showcased the next step. And of course, our goal at Hack the Box is to create a safe and better world. And as we've seen, we transition from 0 users to 4 million. Those users have actively been using AI, so we are embracing the change. And in order to do this, we need to create cyber capabilities for both the agents and humans. Thank you.
I just want to mention one more thing. I'm very proud of those CTFs because, first of all, they were open and free for everyone to join. And on this occasion, I wanted to help to congratulate our team, our content team, our CTF team, our AI team, who made this happen, because this is exactly what companies should do. They should promote a little bit the industry instead of just making money. And we can open the floor for questions if you want.
Hello. Do you think that you may make it easier to create an interface actually for an agent to try to solve a whole box? So I have tried with Gemini CLI once it came out, but the challenges are in such a way that it's difficult for an agent to be able to solve without me interacting with it.
Actually, we had the same discussion today, that we are also seeing that we are going to create different content for agents rather than humans for the reasons that we showcase. So yes, the short answer is yes. Exactly, yes. Thank you.
Would you like to? Lately, there was some reports of AI-enabled viruses that was able to alter their code during the attack. What is your remark about this new threat that is coming to reality?
I mean, if we see the market, we're also doing the same when it comes to proper engineering, right? I mean, we have AI-assisted tools changing on the fly how code works, so we couldn't expect that the attackers are not going to do the same. So this is the reality, this is going to be the future, and of course we need to provide all the guardrails to protect against those things, which frankly speaking is going to be the norm. Thank you.
Hello, thank you very much for your presentation. I want to ask a question regarding how customers and everyday companies react to the adaptation of AI technologies regarding the security field, because security is always a field that most people, especially if they are not of technical background, are a little bit hesitant, and you can see their fear of adapting new technologies in something that is, let's say, in quotes, untested yet.
That is true, in short. But we feel that most of the forward-thinking companies are already adopting AI. So it's not another traditional technology boom. We feel that AI is kind of different. We already see large companies incorporating AI in all of their functions, not only technology, which is the obvious, let the AI write some code, but also in their business workflows. So the short answer is that yes, we do see some hesitation, but not as much as you might think. And we already see large companies adopting and actually embracing this difference. And that's exactly why we feel that companies like us and others in the field should also change in order to get the AIs into the picture. It's not just another boom, it's another technological shift.
I would like to thank you. And feel free to come say hello if you would like to grab a coffee. Cheers. Thank you all.